welcome to the fabulous Las Vegas, where dreams come true and whatever happens here may stay here. So you may fail within just a second or we may succeed. So let's dive in.
I kicked off my trip at Pearson Airport in Toronto, Canada. This time, I flew with Porter Airlines. It's my first time with them, and I was really impressed with their service for the price. The flight took about 4.5 hours, and I landed at Las Vegas International Airport, which is an experience in itself. I'll link a video here comparing Las Vegas and Canadian airport. This time, I stayed at Treasure Island. Since it was too early for me to check in, I stepped outside to explore famous pirate-themed entrance and the surrounding areas. The hotel used to host spectacular pirate shows on the ships every night, but that ended back in 2012, and you can definitely tell the boats have seen better days. With some time to spare, I headed across the street to the Venetian for a little taste of Europe.
Almost a quarter of the population here in Las Vegas works in either entertainment or hospitality. And another quarter actually urban construction. Construction's been booming ever since 2019. Right behind me, you're seeing famous Hotel Mirage, which is currently under construction after almost 34 years of operation. So half of the population, entertainment or construction.
Inside, the hotel is just as stunning as it looks from the outside. It's packed with luxury shops and amazing restaurants. I actually wandered around for a little bit, taking it all in, before I stepped out of the north entrance. And guys, there it was, the famous Las Vegas Sphere. This time, I got tickets to a Sphere show, so stick around for the full experience. Soon after, I got a text. My room was finally ready, so let's go check it out. I stayed on the 29th floor with an amazing view of the Las Vegas Strip. The hotel was actually renovated about 5 years ago, so the room felt fresh and clean. Plus, there was no lingering smoke smell like it is on the first floor where the casino is located, so that was a big plus. There was no coffee machine and the fridge was empty, so I was free to put whatever I wanted in there. And here it is, beautiful Las Vegas Strip. Even though I was overlooking the construction site, there was zero noise coming from the outside. Time to hit the Strip again. I headed to the entertainment street. It's home to a massive Ferris wheel right in front of the Caesar Palace Hotel. This spot is packed with great restaurants, and I couldn't resist stopping at In-N-Out Burger, something that we don't have in Canada. A burger and fries combo cost around $10, which is a total steal for Vegas. I took a stroll over to the Bellagio, hoping to catch famous fountain show, but with all of the police and protests in the area that day, I didn't stick around for too long. I snapped a few great shots of the Paris Hotel before calling it a night. With the early wake up and 3-hour time difference, I was completely wiped out by the end of the day. I headed back to the hotel to have a chat with my family before they had to go to bed.
Did you know that Las Vegas is one of the busiest cities in the United States with about 44 million people visiting it annually? It brings about 22,000 conventions a year. Means there's business people, there's gamblers, there's tourists. Let's go and explore. What I love about Vegas is that it's the only place on earth where you can see Paris, New York, and Venice all on the same street. This time around, I'm visiting Vegas during Chinese New Year, and Bellagio Hotel as always just exceeds all of the expectations. Look how beautiful that is. Did you know that Las Vegas is one of the brightest places on earth? You actually can see Las Vegas strip lights all the way from space. And it's shining not only outside, but also on the inside. Every single time when I visit Vegas, I always visit Cosmopolitan for this beautiful chandelier shining look.
I made my way to New York, New York, drawn by its big city vibes and great selection of breakfast spots.
New York, New York is one of the most popular destinations here on Las Vegas Strip. And no wonder, it looks exactly like the miniature streets of the New York City, just at the cheaper pricing. That being said, did you know that the average price of the house here in Vegas currently stands at $485,000, which is way less than in any other big city here in North America.
As it got closer to 4 p.m., I headed back to the Sphere for the Postcard from Earth show. Las Vegas spent $2.3 billion on the Sphere, making it the most expensive entertainment venue in the city's history. And the arena owns much of its visual splendor to a Canadian company based in Montreal. Seiko Technologies designed and manufactured LEDs for both the exterior and interior displays of the Sphere. The first part starts at 4:30, so there was a bit of a wait to get in, with a massive line forming behind me. This interactive experience kicks off on the first floor and lasts about 45 minutes.
I just got on the side of the Sphere. The first 45 minutes we do spend on the first floor, filled with androids, interactive ones, and of course holograms. That's where you can get the foods, the drinks, and at around 5 to 15 we head all the way upstairs. That's where the actual show is happening.
Hello, I'm Aura, ready for some fun. How about a quick trivia game? Here's one to start. What is the capital of Australia? A. Sydney. B. Melbourne. C. Canberra.
Canberra.
We have a few people who said Canberra.
Correct. Canberra is indeed the capital. Now who's ready for it?
I grabbed a snack and a drink for a total of $30 before heading upstairs. The theater stairs are super steep, so watch your step. I booked a seat in section 206, right in the middle of the front row. The ticket cost $147, but for the full immersive experience, it was totally worth it. Overall, I found the show really entertaining and definitely worth checking out. As the show ended, I stepped outside to see the Sphere at night, and that alone is a breathtaking experience. Just as stunning as the famous Bellagio Fountain show, which runs every 15 minutes after 8 p.m. It lasts about 2 minutes, and trust me, it's definitely worth watching. The next day, I had an early morning flight, so I headed to the airport with plenty of time to explore and do some shopping. Check out this video for some interesting facts about Las Vegas Airport. And after a few hours in the air, I was back in Canada. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you real soon.